Let's get started with turn number 7. Red player is going first, and his first move is to go ahead and place one of his 2 missionaries in the colonist duck. The yellow player will send out a soldier, and the red player sends his other missionary out to the New World. Now the yellow player decides to be first, picking a trade good. The red player wants to try and get a hold of that gold. The yellow player prepares for next turn by requesting a missionary. The red player is going to go for a soldier. The yellow player requests a captain. The red player will get a second trade good, hopefully that indigo, so he can complete his 3 of a kind. The yellow player is looking to be first once again, and remember he will also get $1 or a coin for that action. And then the red player sends out a colonist to request a merchant for next turn. The yellow player is going to buy a capital building since he's got tons of money. And then the red player uses his merchant to ask for that ship in the merchant shipping box, knowing that the yellow player only has 1 colonist left and his merchant is worth 2, so he is bound to get that ship. Last colonist for the yellow is a captain, which he is going to go ahead and use in the discovery box to be shipped out and conquer a land. Now the only player that has colonists left is the red player, who places a captain in the discovery box as well, and the last colonist will also go on the discovery box to hopefully conquer an area. So that's it for colonists. Let's go ahead and resolve. The yellow player gets 1 coin for being in the initiative box. For deployment, the red player goes first and sends out his missionary to New Granada, where because of his ability, it turns into 3 colonists and he gets the cocoa. Next up, the yellow player can go ahead and deploy his soldier. Now this guy is the one that when he gets to the New World, he's going to stay a soldier. Plus, if we go in the warfare box, he can actually declare war and destroy a colonist. So he's sent out to Virginia, where there's an epic amount of people, and hopefully he'll get rid of one of those red colonists. He's already on first place with 5 colonists as opposed to red, but just in case, it might be good to get rid of that. So he probably will try that next turn. So now that the red player is aware of that soldier and kind of scared of it, he's also going to go ahead and deploy his missionary to Virginia, where he turns into 3, making sure that the yellow player has no chance of acquiring first place there. Okay, so the battle for Virginia is on. Now let's go for trade goods. Here's the way it looks. Yellow takes gold and red takes indigo and cattle to prevent the yellow player from taking that cattle that he needs. Next up, the red player takes the ship. Now we move on to capital buildings. The yellow player is going to buy the wealth, which gives him 1 VP per $5. Now it's I looked up in the rules and it doesn't explain it any further. I'm going to assume, and if someone knows that this is correct or wrong, please let me know, that this is every turn. Usually the buildings will say +1 soldier each turn. This building doesn't say that, but it also doesn't say at the end of the turn, at the end of the game. So I'm just going to assume that it's going to happen every time the building effects go into effect, which is every turn. So he's going to go ahead and get +1 VP per $5 for this turn and also for the next turn. And he pays $20 for that. Moving down to the discovery box, the red player going first. He is definitely going to go out to the New World and try and discover something. In the New World, there's still 2 places to be discovered. He decides to go to Florida, where there's rice, and he sends out his 2 captains and a colonist, which go head-to-head against 1 indigenous guy, giving him the victory, and only 1 coin because he has no soldiers. The 4 colonists here and 1 specialist captain, which counts for 2 and 2 soldiers, are going to go ahead and try and conquer the last area in the map. That area is New England. It has 3 indigenous soldiers defending against our 4 2 per captain and 1 per soldier. We are victorious once again. We get 2 coins and then 2 coins per soldier. We have 2 soldiers, so that's 4 plus the 2 is 6 total coins for this conquest. After the discovery box, we're going to go ahead to the specialist track, and that's what they get. On to warfare. There's nothing there, not this turn. So we can go ahead and end the turn. Okay, looks like the red player who's going first is going to get 16 coins. He has 3 coins for the tobacco, 3 for the gold, 6 coins for the indigo, 1 coin for the cocoa, cattle, and the wild ship, and 3 coins for the sugar. So that's a total of 16 coins for him. A lot of money. The yellow player will be getting 19 coins. 3 for the gold, nothing for the fur, 1 for the 3 of a kind with the silver, indigo, and sugar, 6 for all the silver, and then 3 for the cattle and 3 for the tobacco. Building effects are triggered. Red gets a captain, yellow gets a soldier. Red player gets his missionary, which is worth a total of 3 colonists in the New World. And he also gets a free captain. Yellow gets a trade good, it's another silver. Wealth building is also triggered, 1 VP per every $5. This guy has a total of $52, so that's gonna give him 10 VPs. So we're gonna go ahead and move the yellow player 10, which gives him quite an advantage over the red player. That's it for the building effects phase. Now let's go ahead and replenish our buildings. Our new building is a factory, which gives us 30 coins each turn, plus 5 VPs at the end of the game. The yellow player is thinking, if I can get that, plus my other building that's wealth, 1 VP per 5, these two go together very nicely. Let's go ahead and refresh the trade goods. This is the new trade goods for this turn, and then also we need to go ahead and place a new ship for starting colonists. We give each one 5 regular colonists, add them to whatever they have, the specialties that they had. There will be a new turn order. Yellow is going to go ahead and be first on this, which is our last turn of the game. So let's go ahead and start turn number 8.